musicians, I would now have Mr. Lyndon Andrews, music engineer, music director, music, you name it. The man is the boss. He is a guy who has been around in our community, doing a lot of work for our community. I've had a lot of young musicians coming up and coming. Even myself was involved with Lyndon and music. Today I've asked Lyndon to do us our honor by being the featured speaker today. Mr. Andrews, please, thank you. Round of applause, please, thank you.
Side here because we have the future leaders, the future engineers, the attorneys, the doctors, the success of the future in front of us. Put your hands together, please. And in saying this, Mr. Jordan, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here. Looking at the work that you are doing and fellow tutor as well, and to know that you all are doing this out of the care of your heart. This is what we need in this time when we look at what is taking place within our sweet twin island of Trinidad and Tobago. These are the youths where we could start to make that change that we desire and see in our leaders, we desire and see in some of even our professionals in society. What you are doing is very excellent, Wayne, and knowing me for all these years, I'm quite impressed with what I'm seeing on today. I mean, we came here, we did a music video just a few weeks ago for a song. I don't know if they remember this song, We Not Giving Up. Anybody remember this song? We not giving up, we not giving up, we not giving up. And that's the mantra for life, that regardless of the challenges you all may face, know that there will be times of hardship. There will be times when you would face certain challenges. And what is important is that at this stage, at this level, we allow these children to understand the importance of having God in their lives. Many times we drift off from our main source, because we didn't just drop on the face of this earth, right? There's a creator who created us as his creation. You know, in the Quran it says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. For Innama al Usri Yusra. Innama al Usri Yusra. And this is probably about the sixth time I'm coming here over the past few months, right? And every time I drive past, I look at the community. I'm right now looking at, I see to have some water settle out in front here. And I'm saying, you know, Lyndon, you are coming here and you're working with Mr. John. By the time you are finished doing the work you have to do here, this entire community should be totally different. When you speak about Beetham Gardens in the news, it must be for these said youths being the beacons of light within our society. Yesterday I was driving past my primary school with my little daughter. That's Maloney Primary School, Beetham Gardens Primary School. And I had the opportunity to leave Maloney Primary School and I got into Arima Government Secondary. And I'm just sharing a bit of my story with you so you can understand the journey. While in Arima Government Secondary, I grew up in a pastor's home. So my both parents are pastors, right? And it's a church that you guys may know very well too also. But I started getting into a lot of trouble. I know what it is to write in Form 3. They told me, go home, we don't see you again. I was getting suspended like every Monday, right? Big trouble. I remember my dad saying, I'm tired coming to school for you, because he was into the army and he consistently had to take time to come in school. And it's because they hear about Lyndon fighting, Lyndon dealing with people who into drugs. It was a mess. But at some point, God had to wake me up. So I had the opportunity to go to another school, which was the Pentecostal Institute of Learning. And in that school is where a gift that I had for years, which is to play the keyboard. They allowed me to play for their chapel. And there were some mornings right inside there, I would go early and sit down and just pray to God. I used to read my little testament, because I was searching for the truth, I was searching for the answer. Because we all feel it. You come in the face of this earth and many times you feel a sense of emptiness within your heart, within your spirit, and you're wondering, well, what is the answer? What to do next? Right? You may search for it in all kind of different spaces, different relationships, and you know that still feeling that emptiness inside. Right? I had that opportunity to play, and so I started to grow. Right inside that school, at that point in time, there were a number of reggae artists in the country. That time it had the Reggae All-Stars. So I don't want to call any names, but big songs playing, right? Reggae artists such as Isasha, John Melody, King David, them kind of guys, and I'm hearing them in school. I had the opportunity a few years later to play for these same said artists. opening some major events. Right, the last Marshall Monday Tardy in Port of Spain, I remember opening that with Jam Melody, his biggest song today. It's a blessing to see people. That's from my hands, right? Songs from Black Loyalty, everybody. But still I was feeling a sense of emptiness within my heart and within my spirit. Now I'm accomplishing everything that I ever dreamed to accomplish. And yet still I'm feeling that emptiness. I remember working with Wayne. I had a studio right on Frederick Street in Port of Spain. Right? And Mr. Jordan, and I'm very cool, but I had to give you that respect, Mr. Jordan. I remember working with Mr. Jordan. I had a studio right on Frederick Street next to where I think Crosby's was at some point. And going through the years, I went to university, as University of Trinidad and Tobago, study song engineering. And the music is going well. Right, I got the opportunity to go to Dubai 3 times. Right, I took show in Manchester to Dubai to represent Trinidad and Tobago. And still within all that, I'm feeling a sense of emptiness within my spirit. It was just during COVID period. I remember saying my daughter was coming, she's now 6, Alhamdulillah, I've been going all the times. And I remember saying, God, you need to show me what it is, because if it is I had a dream, a goal, a desire, and you allow me to accomplish it, but yet still I feel a sense of emptiness. What it is that you want me to do again? It was the 23rd of December 2021. And I remember walking into, the first time ever I walked into a masjid. And the person who was speaking in the mosque at the point in time, and every time I talk about this I get a bit emotional because COVID was going on. And I have a studio, I'm up and down the highway, I had fireball in the vehicle with me. We're moving in a limousine, right? Big COVID, I'll be limousine up and down the highway. Emptiness. Yes, you're bringing a message of positivity, but your vessel empty. You're not thinking consciously about what is going on. And I remember when I went into the mosque, the person who was speaking, I never went into a mosque before. I remember telling my parents are pastors, I grew up in church. But the guy said, he said, when Allah wants you, he will offset everything in your life. Because he wants you to work for him. And Allah simply means God in Arabic. He said, but when you come to God, he'll give you power in your feet, power in your heart, strength in your body, wisdom in your mind. Till this day, I've never forgotten that. Because I've seen how God has taken a man who used to run women, a man who was empty inside. I was just focused on my talent and ability and my skill. That today I could see purpose and I wouldn't miss anything. I wouldn't allow myself to miss this opportunity to be here. So that's what I say today. Let us really put our hands together for them, because we could save them and help them make a difference in society to come. And put your hands together for Mr. Jordan too, because look at what he's doing. Now really put your hands together for him. There are many people who would only activate if they see dollars and cents. Right? Some of them are our leaders today. So only if they get a kickback in finances, that is the only way they can activate for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I don't support any political party. I am for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. It's time that we gain for our hard work. It's time that our votes mean something. It's time that again we stand up for our children, we stand up for our family members. Because it will hurt my heart to know that any one of these children here fall to the wayside. We shouldn't allow it. If brother see a child stray, sister should be able to pull them up. Right? If your neighbor see the child stray, they should be able to pull them up. Those are the days that we have come from, and it helped us. Many times when we thought about straying, it was a neighbor who reached out and said, hey sister, where you going? Oh, you going on the road so? What's going on? Why are you studying your work, brother? So, in this time and in this season, let us be the change that we desire. And in each one of us, there's that call and that cry for a connection with the Most High. Let not this time be wasted, because I had other things to do. I had time to spend with my daughter today. She's 6 years. But when I studied here, I had to come here. When I look at this community, there are so many wonderful young people in this community who have given a chance. They will be just as successful as anybody else, but we have to give them that chance, and we are to create the opportunity. So I say to you today again, we have the pleasure, we have the golden opportunity here and now to to continue to support these young children, as well as this school. This is an excellent work within the community of Beetham Gardens. Mr. Jordan, team, staff, continue the great work that you all are doing. I commit myself to be a means of support in any way that I can. And much love to all parents, all family members, all specially invited guests, all the best, and let us give it up for one wonderful prayer.